Heavy snowfall began last night in the southeast of the country. Heavy rain covering successive regions also occurred throughout the day. Blizzard and snowstorms are also expected. The institute also predicts heavy snowfall in the central and southeast part of the country, as well as freezing rain in the southeast. Snow accumulations of up to 20 centimeters are expected in the affected areas, and blizzards are possible due to high winds. Polish Institute of Meteorology and Water Management issue orange warning of freezing rain. Unfavorable winter weather conditions in part of Poland and Slovakia. Poland is under influence of the Brigid multi-center low-pressure system of main center of which moving from southern Europe. For parts of the southern, western Poland and southeastern Silesia, yellow ice warning have been issued in the Warmian-Masurian Voivodeship and parts of the northern Mazovia, northern and central Podlasie, northwestern Pomerania, and northern and West Pomeranian Voivodeship. Frost weather in northern Europe is caused major travel disruption in some countries, including the UK, as several London airports are forced to close their runways and cancel many flights on Sunday and Monday morning. Heathrow, the capital's largest airport, at departures, board showed several flights to Europe and the station were cancelled on Monday morning, a day after more than 15 flights were cancelled due to fog. From Brittany to Elsace, through the Paris region main departments in the northern half of the France have been issued orange warning due to snow and ice with a high risk of travel disruption. Last night in general between Normandy in Parisian Basin and parts of Champagne 1 to 3 inches of snow fell in sometimes 10 centimeters in Lorraine. Wind is still showing in the northeast, the most shore in South Elsace region hospital group notes emergency situation. The biggest danger this morning reminds us warning meteorologist Warmian-Masurian frozen rain causing particular difficulties in the east of country, which incidents reported in dubs of tropical series or virtually stuck in Mazovia at Marseille. It flakes are rain in the Paris region and snow covering much important in Normandy. Snow hits Calvados well last night. It is especially true of Deauville, where the town hall was covered in thick layer of snow. Vegetation, streets and rooftops were also with white snow. This morning the snowfall reached northern Elsace, while snowflakes continued to fall in the middle and morning. The northeast of the country, the severe region, has been particularly hard hit. M25 traffic light motorway closed driver stuck an hour in the cloud. Snowfall in Germany for the first time in Seville hostel on Tuesday evening on the federal state further north before descending into Berlin and Brandenburg. Temperature will drop below freezing over the weekend. Mid-March of the northern Germany will see its so far share smoother weather, including light snowfall and sleet. Cold weather will then move for the south, crossing Saxony and Hesse, Saxony and Thuringia. Snow and sleet will pass over the national park of the Hunt Mountains, the Thuringia Forest and the Ore Mountains will pass off the border of Germany with the Czech Republic. Due to strangling of the wind, the temperature will be fell lower from -5 to -9 degrees. The woman said she was stuck in a freezing car with a circular ill mother for more than 3 hours and claimed that there was no sign of sand on the motorway. It is known quickly on Sunday. Drivers were reportedly stuck in freezing temperature for hours after snow closing part of M25 motorway. About 40 people were forced to take shelter in a pub of the night after heavy snow forced some to abandon their cars in an impossible road. The beer in a beer wash is success, opening indoor in downtown with the hot drinks, fireplaces and mattress for for the children. Dr. Alexander Losk, who stayed on the pub, said many people slept on the floor, but everyone was happy. It is snowing heavily in the UK. Life became unbearable because of the heavy snowfall. This is only snow in London. Air and rail link in the UK were interrupted due to heavy snowfall. The cold swap will continue to further disruption are possible. Heavy snowfall has caused widespread disruption, flying cancellation, train suspended, and dangerous road conditions. Dr. Losk Carson Royal Pavilion in Brenton said dozens of people, including baby, children, and elderly, took refuge on the pier in the cat and calling the scenes public. It was very unusual. 15 minutes of snow is all it took us to get completely stuck, she added. She went with the 5 families to see shelters, but the first pub they found eventually asked them to leave. Heavy snowfall blanket parts of the UK on Monday. Disruption airports, rail networks and roads in London, and 2 coal-fired power plants were put on standby in a case of power outage in the winter. Work of the many parts of the city underground network was either suspended or delayed, and highways were blocked by snow. London's Gatwick and Stansted Airport were warning that conditions could disrupt flight schedules. The snow has caused problems of communities vacationers on the start of the tour period as railroad and borders guards part of the strike. Southeast, which operates rail service in London, has advised passengers not to travel due to major disruption caused by snow and ice. The British Meteorological Agency has issued a yellow weather warning due to snow and ice in London and southeastern England. According to the latest forecast, the temperature could drop to 15 degrees Celsius.
Dangerous winter storm conditions have continued